What the freaking? That's not swag. Wait, what? Guys, wait, guys. I was not expecting thunderstorms to be in the forecast. I was aware it was going to be raining all week, but the fact that there was thunder and lightning, I said, okay, that can go two ways. Try and live stream and, you know, everything goes smooth, or I can live stream and my computer just goes. Luckily, I had to schedule it for next week, and I know that's a big dilemma for all of y'all because there was a huge expectation for me to do a live stream before I go on vacation and everything. However, I did do something to, I want to say, enlighten the mood. I'm still going to upload tonight. It's just going to be probably a little late because I'm trying to avoid the severe weather storm and possible lightning striking near the house that can corrupt files or put shorts inside of my PC while this process is going. There's something that I wanted to do. There is gonna be a reaction video today, and it's a little different from most reactions because it's really an acknowledgement. I don't know if you guys are familiar or aware of Media Excalibur 2012. This guy has actually been working with SMG4 for quite some time. Over the past 4 years, he's been known as one of the animators, but he's also an editor, and he's been making skits. That's how we've been having so many parodies, how many shorts for the SMG4 stuff. He also takes fan-based stuff, and some of them make it, some of them don't. It's just up to the team. And what he does is he takes those ideas, he watermarks them from the creator's idea, giving them a shout out, but he creates it into like a little masterpiece of an SMG4 short. That's how we've been having so many SMG4s does this or reacts to da 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 da. He's been the main director of that. He's also been creating some of the scripts of SMG4. Amazing, right? Yesterday, I was going to bed, and I literally said this. As soon as I was going to bed, it was about 9:42, I think, or 8:58. I can't remember which one it was. I get a notification that said 53 seconds ago, and it said, Media Excalibur 2012 has tagged you in a video. As soon as I clicked on the video, I saw within the first 2 minutes, I was featured in one of his videos. Shocking! Shocking! And I just want to say round of applause to Media Excalibur 2012 because it takes a lot of hard work to just digitally edit those 3D models and make them move into those life-liking sentences. So I actually posted a comment saying thank you, not only on my community page, but of course on the main video too. I wasn't expecting to get the top comment within most likes. There's a lot of people here that also react to this type of concept. It's a lot of the reactors that y'all are familiar with. Y'all, we are just gonna dive into the action. This was a video I was not gonna react to. I was literally just gonna watch it for myself and just have the nostalgia. But y'all wouldn't stop harassing me about the video, so we're gonna dive into the action. We are watching Media Excalibur 2012. And I ain't talking about Excalibur from Soul Eater, but we were watching. I've been helping, excuse me, edit SMG4 videos for over 4 years, so let's talk about it. Let's dive into the action, y'all. Link is in the description and the channel itself in case y'all want to check this out for yourself. Once again, massive thank you. Once again, Media Excalibur, for all you've done. Let's get it. Do not be surprised if I don't know any of these reactors, because, I mean, I just don't. Wait, is it from the beginning? No, it wasn't from the beginning! Oh my god, that's kooky cringe. That is kooky cringe.
Finally, the videos are finished.
Finish this video. I'm sorry for the wait. I hope you enjoy the sequel.
Over 3 years ago on my channel, I uploaded a video showcasing the first 3 years of working on SMG4 videos. And now, it's time for the long-awaited sequel. Before we get started with this video, I want to give a huge shout out and say thank you to all those out there who watched the video, where you chose to acknowledge the things I was doing in that video, either through social media posts or even making reaction videos.
Do I even say it? Nope, I'm not gonna. Y'all saw the comment? Y'all saw the comment? That's why I started laughing.
Oh my god!
Oh, it is me!
Oh, I remember that! I remember that.
I should not be that.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know most of these
By the name
people.
of Media Excalibur 2012. Special shout out to you for the amazing video and of course the honorable mentions that you've been giving out to the many creators who were a fan of SMG4 for quite some time.
It's always a wonderful thing to see that the actions that you do behind the scenes really do mean a lot for the SMG4 community. An important thing as well is that those in the SMG4 team itself
I will say,
watch over my
if I don't know any of these
videos
reactors,
and
y'all, I'm not gonna know
videos
everyone in the world.
throughout
Come on now.
2023 and beyond, which includes things such as GNR characters
Wait,
being
my
way
webcam.
more
There we go.
used, and Greg and Mark being able to talk again. Characters like Maggie
Nice.
getting complete updated behind the scenes to be more appealing and likable for the audience, but also using this as a basis to help improve other characters. I even noticed myself that when I made Mario catch Maggie in the cursed tapes, that they actually decided to write more moments like
If I had a nickel for every time Mario caught Meggy during a life-threatening SMG4 video, I'd have 2 nickels, which is a lot, but it's weird it happened twice. Holy shoot. Y'all hear that thunder? I might have to enhance the audio. Y'all hear that? If I did that during a live stream, my PC would have said. But listen, let's dive into it, y'all.
that officially in the scripts. However, I just want to point out that just because these moments did exist did not mean that I was the one who worked on them. Obviously, it's nice to hear people praise the work I do, but I want to ensure that the praise I get is for scenes I've actually done. Just because there's a Mario and Meggy moment does not mean that I worked on every single moment. I want to spend the first shouting out people from the community, because from the last video,
look at me!
Video, I have been introduced
who is that
to
handsome angel?
People.
I got sent to the cussing. What the freaking? That's not swag! My dog! The fact he put me in there! That's not swag! Yo, that is insane! I really wonder though. I got the lazy eye, leave me alone. But I'm just curious, out of all the freaking videos that I have watched on SMG4, I wonder how did this one stick out to him the most. Maybe this one was his personal favorite and he just didn't say anything. I wish to just see that you could always upload something on YouTube and you never know who truly watches you. I'm actually surprised that he came across one of my videos and he was like, you know what, I like this guy, I want him featured. I wasn't expecting that at all, but like I said, you never know. We are a small community, but we will soon be recognized. And man, that is just a blessing right there. Like, round of applause for the acknowledgement. But hey, let me stop pausing it, let me get back into it. It bounced the head. What?
Alright, I like this.
Like I said, be mindful, y'all. I'm not gonna realize everyone.
Don't help any of them.
He's got a YouTuber?
Holy
I got sense of that.
Oh, you're not done yet.
Look at the Kerbo.
He can die. Okay.
I'm scared.
Oh, my boy Nick! Oh, snap. Oh, wait. This is fair. I gotta say. These are good drawings. Okay. What is that?
And just like last year, there are 2 particular individuals that I want to give special shout-outs to. The first one is SM64 Rise, and their incredible work with Saturn. For those who don't know what Saturn is, it is an advanced version of recording footage within the Mario 64 engine. You have no idea how easier it is to use this application than using the old method. There's so much good things about this, and I'm looking forward to seeing it getting updated in the future. I highly recommend checking out Saturn. And the other one that will be shouted out will be Shining Lotto. I have this particular thing about myself. When I end up discovering users who are very encapsulated with the content that we make on SMG4, I always try to find a way to involve them within the series. And it came in the form of workshop submissions. I was the first one who discovered them and put them in episodes. I was the one who suggested to the team to use them in future videos. And now her models are a part of the SMG4 universe.
Nice.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you kidding me? That's mine! Oh god!
Oh. Oh, not her crying! Don't start! Oh no. Not her crying. That's adorable.
Ah! Oh my god! I can't believe it!
You've definitely made a lot of people proud with the work you've done, and we're all excited to see what you'll make next. Now, I don't know how I'm going to sneak the buff Axel into future videos, but
Right! I didn't know there was a buff Axel! What the freak? That dude was hitting the gym behind the scenes?
give it a shot.
That's the worse than spaghetti
It's now
art.
time to not only be talking about 2023, but actually a lot more than I was supposed to. You see, looking back at the first video I made, I didn't realize at the time, but I ended up leaving out a lot of information that should have existed in that video. But why don't we just step back a little bit and talk about my position within the company?
Sure.
When you first heard what I did, it was mainly with video production and animation.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to say I have now been introduced into the writing section of SMG4.
Nice.
Not only was I able to keep writing more skits for the Mario Does Things, but I was even given the opportunity to write out entire scenes of the main SMG4 video.
That's dope.
Which, by the way, does include some deleted scenes that didn't make it, which I'm going to show you right now.
Oh, nice. So this isn't canon. Blood. Come on, let's go play some Guitar Hero. Wait, what? Guys, wait, guys. Yo, wait, stop! Quit looking at me like that. Whoa, Luigi, wait! Oh, that made me tear up. He's obviously not talking about that. So everybody, calm down. Let's be adults for a second. I didn't think Luigi was talking about that until they started adding in those bass boosts. And I was like, wait, why are they acting? So I had to like think. And I was like, oh, they're taking it out of context. I get it. But Luigi wasn't referencing, bro. No, but if they did mention that in a video, I probably would have started dying. And it would have flew over my head. But I was really trying to read the subtitles. And then I was hearing the bass boost. I said, okay, now I get the joke. But, all right, come on. Oh, God.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that was me at first, Melanie. Oh!
Cock and ball torture.
Oh no!
Oh, thank
I
God, that's
highly doubt that would be good.
This is so nice.
Maggie, here's your head back. Oh. That's for the. Oh!
Yummy.
But
Not her blushing over
next
Buff
week's
Mario.
episode.
I'm surprised Mario's got a six-pack. You know he got that gut. And they're working out together.
The best things that I could say about this is that I am now officially the main lead writer for the SMG4 short animations unless stated otherwise.
Nice.
I also want people to kind of have a bit of an insight on how I particularly write SMG4 related stuff. The main thing that I start with all of my ideas always circulates around the community. I'm always looking when people criticize the show. I'm always looking at suggestions.
Yo,
I'm
look at his
always even looking at like small things people would love to see happen. As a writer, I find that listening to the community is a very important factor to take in mind, because it allows me to reassure that what I'm doing is something that I know the community will enjoy watching. As myself, I make sure that every time I make a short, or every time I write a skit, I can make sure that every character is able to take the spotlight.
It's also kind of related with the SMG3 Sussy Notebook. Everyone in the SMG4 team had the opportunity to draw what could exist in the book, and these were the drawings that I did that got in, and these were the other drawings I did that unfortunately didn't get in the book.
But we can't talk about my writing without bringing up the fact that last year was also the creation of Leggy. The very first time I got to write a mainline episode.
She ain't gonna turn into a Goomba!
That is not the perfect introduction you could ever accomplish as a writer. I don't know what it is. But it was your criticisms of the character and your voices of concern that made me write this scene the way it was.
Obviously, one of the main things I've heard the community talk about is how certain characters have been hogging the spotlight and other characters you rarely actually see anymore. So what I like to personally do is that every time I get a scene, if I have the ability to take an SMG4 character and put them in the background, I'll do so. Like, let's take Kaizo for example. Here are all the different scenes that I've put Kaizo in that weren't originally in the script, which is actually related with part 2 of this video, which probably won't be released for a while.
Boo this man!
Not the Dave Chappelle! Hey, come on, no. We are not gonna do that. Well, I'm not, but he said, boo this man. I'm not gonna lie, because I use that clip sometimes. But he said, that's funny.
I don't want to disappoint you for how long you've been waiting for at least part 1 to be released. I'm actually going to do a little sneak peek on showing you all the little additional things I've personally added to SMG4 videos.
Okay.
Some of these include jokes that are references to past videos, certain characters being put in background shots such as Kaizo, GNR, and Bell,
Sonic,
and adding moments for certain characters that will help grow their dynamic as a character and that fans of them will enjoy watching.
Heck yeah.
Such as Mario and Peach with moments where they both are actually caring about each other, Psycho and Tari with both of them resting on one another and Psycho protecting Tari, SMG3 and 4 with them genuinely caring about the other person, doing the original reference to the Snow Trapped episode, and expressing various flirtation remarks between the two. And of course, all the Mario and Meggy moments that include the expression they make when they look at each other, Meggy more caring about Mario, wanting to help him more, both of them doing the same poses, and many others that I will talk about in part 2. Now, going back on topic of characters being back in the spotlight, how exactly can this be fixed, and what has this got to do with the shorts? Simple. If you were to look at YouTube right now, shorts actually get more attention and more care from YouTube themselves. You go to the trending tab, it's just entirely full of shorts. So, my job as the main writer for the shorts is that I'm going to get all of these characters and I'm going to try and put them in as many shorts as possible, which not only will allow them to be back on the spotlight, but could actually get more attention than mainline episodes themselves.
There is actually a small thing that everyone in the SMG4 team, alongside myself, actually has the ability to do, is that we have the ability to enhance certain aspects of the script that we're given to animate.
Here's a particular example that I did in the form of a minigame. On the episode The New Castle,
I was the one who animated the Mario and Meggy bit.
Can you guess how many small particular things that I added to this scene?
Okay, you've got it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That is how much this scene was changed from the original script. And it's not just me, it's every single animator itself. Speaking of writing, we can perfectly transition into talking about Meggy. a large fraction of the last year video, we spent a lot of time talking about her. And rightfully so.
In my opinion, with everything I saw last year, she was classified by the community to be the most hated character.
But
I don't see how.
To say that behind the scenes, we did look at Meggy and change the way that she acted. Because when you really boil everything down, the best way for a character to be resolved, in a way, you kind of get them to be like Mario. Why? The world around him is crazy. So he takes this as his advantage
I don't
to
remember
solve
that.
the issues that lie ahead for him. And if you look at Meggy, she's now doing the same things as well.
But she's still maintaining her personality, so she's not just a carbon copy of Mario.
Facts.
Now look, she's not fully fixed. I have noticed that she still has certain issues that do pop up, so there is still room for improvement.
Dude, it's fine though. Because to be honest, if that's her character, then keep her as her character, as the original. I get other people want to see certain things, but I mean, when you're watching an animated series, you're just gonna have to just deal with the fact that's how the character is. If I'm watching The Big Bang Theory, or if I'm watching, I want to say, I don't know, Mike and Molly, 2.5 Men, the Wayne Brothers. I'm just listing a bunch of examples. If I'm watching a Prime TV show, and their character is like a jerk, but there's a character that's goofy, and some people are just demanding them to just switch up the personality, as the writer or the director of that TV show, you don't necessarily have to, I want to say, take the audience's opinion about it and change the character, because it could just ruin the plot or how the series is going to end. To be honest with you, directing and writing is a little more complicated. Creating that imagery of what the people want. Yes, you want to satisfy your viewers, but I'm gonna be honest, you're not gonna satisfy everyone. If that were the goal, dude, you'd be going crazy like Mr. Puzzles did, trying to get that perfect rating. If you don't like the character, then you just don't like the character. But if the character is original and they do like some significant slight changes over time, that's cool too, but you don't have to change the character entirely just because the whole fan base doesn't like them. That's just my big analysis about this whole thing. The opinion bias from the public opinion, it can do two things when it comes to a creator's perspective. It can either build the character, or it can completely change, miraculously, the entire show for the greater good, or it can just make it go south. And I think that's the difficult part about being a writer, because you have to pretty much pick and choose precisely and then transform it into something brand new versus what they were pretty much talking about. Oh man, I just, because like I said, I went to school for this, so I can understand how this person is feeling. You know, media.
But with everything that's now happened for Meggy, and look,
describe her in 2 words. 2 words I can describe Meggy in. I don't know where to start. She has so many characteristics, I don't know what to pick too specifically. The braces. I would say, definitely, I say heroic because she does fight for her friends. Those are the 2 I give her. She's serious, and then she's very heroic. Because haven't you noticed, like, anytime she's in a scene, she takes this literally, not to heart, but she takes it serious. She has a personality of humor, but she's mainly focused on what's going on.
At the audience's reception of her, Meggy is now officially no longer the most hated character.
I wonder how she is, though.
Because the most
I know he explained it, but still.
SMG4.
What?
I will be honest, this took me a lot by surprise. It was interesting to see that when I took the audience's attention away from critiquing Meggy, that they were able to bring up the other issues that occurred with other characters.
Yeah, I was curious
such as
about that.
Let's Go Visit Peach and Our New Home. That's when the hatred towards the SMG4 character really started to escalate. So one of the main things that I will be investing my time with is looking into the criticisms of not just SMG4, but all the other characters, and do my best to try and see if that could be resolved.
But that's still kind of messed up when you think about it, because, dude, just because they give a character a break for a certain amount of time, or they do this with the character. I mean, my opinion, just like grow up, like seriously. If they decide to make a certain character leave the series for a certain amount of time, but then they come back, I mean, come on, man, that was their idea. It's how they want to do stuff. If they choose to do it that way, you're just gonna have to deal with it. If you don't like it, then you can stop watching them. Let me rewind a little bit. I'm probably getting off topic. That's like Axel dying. Was I hurt that Axel died? Absolutely. But did I say the whole series was trash because Axel died? No. There was a lot of potential in this series. Yeah, it's hurting that one of the characters are not there no more, and they're featured every now and then. But that didn't make me go, oh, I hate this show. I mean, it sucks because they killed my favorite character. Boy, it is not that deep. The character's not even real. Like, God. A lot of people don't like the Mario and Maggie relationship. I'm for one or the other. Best friends or them actually being together. However, I mean, there's other things that in the show that I personally don't agree with. Like when they had the freaking LGBT stuff. I'm not the type of guy to agree with that because from a Christian lifestyle aspect, from a biblical perspective, we are supposed to be following a certain way of life and living in God's image. Yeah, I don't entirely agree with it, but that doesn't mean I'm hateful towards those kind of people or I misjudge them. No. I still love them like my brother and sister, but if they were to ask for my opinion, I would voice it and say, that's not correct. But the world will see it as, oh, it's fine. The funny thing is, that really shocks me, is that people are just kind of selfish. It doesn't matter really on what you create or what you do. There's going to be a bird of a feather that flock together to where they can come collectively as a group and say, we don't like this. And they're gonna do nothing but complain. When you're actually making content as a creator, you'll start to find out what your audience is clickbaited to, what they like, and what they don't like. And most of them, you'll be surprised, your haters will actually still support, watch you, even subscribe as a monthly subscription, but they will just prey on your downfall because they got nothing else to do. I think it's still kind of strange on how they can delete off certain characters and they get so much whiplash from it. I'm like, okay, yeah, they made a fatal error, but my God, do you really have to cuss them out and say, like, they're terrible for that? Is it really that serious? No, it really isn't. You can disagree, but golly, you don't have to go that far. I mean, I'll be honest, when Peach was in the castle and she turned into, like, that monster thing, I thought that was kind of crazy how they did turn off Peach because Peach hasn't been mentioned ever since then. But I mean, shoot, there could be a time when they come back to the castle and they restore her. They could be saving it for a futuristic episode. We don't know. That's why when some characters are gone for a bit and then they're brought back, it's kind of like, not deja vu, but it's something new. And everybody's once in a while, oh, I remember that person, and they were like this for a while, but now they're back here. They're blah, 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 blah. We don't really know entirely what's going on behind the scenes, but it still shocks me that over these past 4 years, he's expressing himself about how he's been dealing with all the pressure and everything.
Because even I know that there's certain things that I wish could be improved.
I wish Mario could be written to be a little more sympathetic or less insane than where he currently is. I want to see less moments of How to Train Your Mario and the McDonald's ice cream machine, and see way more moments from Mario like the KFC episode or the elevator one, where Mario is smart enough to be self-aware on the crazy world he lives in and takes advantage of that as an opportunity to solve issues. And even more of those emotional bits like Final Hours or Revelations or the rooftop scene in Maggie's boot camp.
Right. When you write him to act in a particular way, it's very hard to kind of believe if he provides any sympathy towards other characters because of his actions. But it's not just the criticisms that I like to search for and study, but also the Steam Workshop itself. The one thing I do at the beginning of every single week is I search SMG4 and I browse the workshop to see if there's any particular models that
what is this?
Actual future videos. My absolute favorite thing about this is that whenever SMG4 releases a model to the workshop, that someone out there will take that model and make an enhanced version of it. Ooh. So after I find a particular item, I showcase it, and I basically send that over to Luke. And I guess behind the scenes in the upper management section, if they find a model that they like, and they can find a way to put it in an upcoming SMG4 episode, it will officially appear.
That one!
Some creative individuals have made their own variations of certain characters. Unfortunately, because of consistency within the show, regardless how good these models look, we technically can't use these models.
Right, because of copyright and stuff.
The other thing I do is I actually spend the beginning of these weeks actually browsing certain particular Discord channels. Either my own server, my friends' servers, the SMG4 servers,
I didn't know they had
or
a
just other
Discord
servers that I'm a part of. And if I find certain audio files that I think could work in episodes, I'll link that to Luke as well. So chances are, if you're in the SMG4 Discord and you've posted some media file in the meme section, there's a particular chance that if it could fit in a script, it will appear in an SMG4 episode.
Nice.
With obvious credits for that source file itself.
Nice.
Also, with that being said, do not go to these servers and start spamming media in the meme section. The only thing you'll come across with is being annoying, and you'll be immediately banned from those servers. So I'm not trying to encourage that. Don't take it the wrong way. Now, in relation with writing mainline episodes, I know some people out there might say maybe it might be difficult to really come up with episode ideas.
It has to be.
From my personal experience, I'm going to have to disagree with that.
Really?
This is the amount of episodes with the structure of what happens from the beginning all the way to the end that I have created myself. However, I'm not going to really spoil too much about these because I've been able to chat with Kevin about this, and he said to me that there is a possibility that my episode ideas can become actual episodes.
Now, here's where things start to get a little bit exciting. If I get a reinsurance by Luke and Kevin that these scripts can never be approved as official episodes on the SMG4 channel, I will be animating them myself and uploading them as fan animations to my own channel. The only particular difference is that as this is a fan animation that is not fictional to the actual storyline itself, I could basically animate any particular thing I want, as long as it follows.
They got a love song? They got a love song? I don't know if I can react to it. I gotta make sure it isn't copyright. Some of y'all be asking me to react to certain stuff, but if it's copyrighted, like, y'all don't understand. I work with YouTube. Dude, if it's like a possible copyright strike, I could get in a lot of trouble for that and be put on serious restriction. That's why I only react to certain things, and I have to do my research as a content creator, study the information that is given to me, and see if I have the full permission. Some of y'all don't know this, but I have to sometimes email the actual user itself for their permission, and I have to wait a couple of months just to get an answer. Some of them don't ever answer it because, I mean, they got a bunch of stuff that gets sent to them. That's why I don't react to just about everything. It's a lot more complex than you guys think.
The guidelines I mentioned last year. And by the way, I want to look for voice actors.
What?
I can commission, meaning that I will be paying them to...
Okay, hold on. Big X. Big timeout real quick. I did modeling and acting. I actually got certified in this place called John Casablanca. It was a type of organization for modeling and acting that went all around across the USA. One of them was in North Carolina, one of them was in Georgia, one of them was in California. They've been all across America, and they've just been moving to different states, teaching people how to become actors, voice actors. I love doing voice impersonations. I love remodeling and like doing acting gigs and all that stuff. Even if it was free, I like doing it. Like right now, I'm actually editing a video for a friend of mine. I can't tell y'all who, y'all are just gonna have to see it. I love that kind of work. It's one of my hobbies that I want to pursue as a career. And shockingly, if he's seriously looking for like voice actors, I would love to do that. Hold on. Let me read this. I know I'm pausing it a lot, but come on, we got to get this detail orientation down to a T. If you wish to participate when the videos begin production, upload a video of you doing voices for any SMG4 character or your choosing and tag my social media account -S on your video so I can find it. Okay, so I have to do a voice impression of one of the characters. Okay, then that's something I'm gonna have to understudy for myself. I thought that he would make maybe just a little side character that I could play as, because if that's the case, I wouldn't mind reading the script. I do have conditions, but you know, Payment process haven't been decided yet since I want to ensure it is a fair number and isn't unpaid work. Must have Discord and PayPal account for contact and payment. Interesting. Actually, you know what? I can do a Toad impersonation because y'all already know whenever I voice act as Toad, I'd be like, well, guys, time for us to go ahead and do that again. Here we go. Like, y'all already know I can be Toad. Yahoo! It's not that hard. It hurts my throat. Y'all know I can do Toad impersonation. Maybe I might give it a shot. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Voice characters within these episodes. The one main thing I do want to promise to everyone here is I would love to do a lot more SMG4 related videos this year and future years.
Dude, take your time though. It's just one man.
There's a lot more that I've been planning behind
the
scenes.
book club? What?
The only 2 SMG4 videos I ever created last year was the Mario Kart video, and on my second channel, I actually showcased an SMG4 Guitar Hero mod, which by the way, I was able to get a chart of Darkest Hour and even played it on that exact same video.
That's dope.
So technically, I can't actually use the music because it claims my video, so I'm just gonna have to go.
So you got a claim?
And now
that sucks.
It's time to
it's
bring
his,
attention
but it's
to
his.
a certain video that I'm sure you're all aware that I made. Yes, we are now finally going to be talking about the Mario Kart. I know you all have a lot of questions. Let's start with the main question. Why? Or as some people might say it, the way that I made my videos, not just SMG4, but on my channel itself, I will only start production on any video that I upload to my channel is if, when thinking about it as an idea, I believe that the end result will be worth making. And at the beginning of January of 2023, I was basically just listening to the various music I have, and I came across this song that was originally created by Sam Hart. And I just sort of kind of daydreamed while listening to the song. So then you start thinking about Mario, then you start thinking about Megan, then you start imagining both of them with the song. And the more I thought about it, the more I figured this actually wouldn't be a bad idea.
Alright, pause on that. I know what y'all about to do. Y'all about to freaking go Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and spam my comment section like, I need to react to this. Once again, copyright. Copyright. Once again. I have to do my research. I knew this was a song, honestly, like a couple of months ago. I know I just shockingly said, oh, they have a song? Come on, y'all. Can I make this look like it's something organic? I don't want to sit back and be like, oh, I seen that. Oh, I already knew. Yeah, I knew about that. I gotta act surprised. Come on, let's be honest. Now, did I listen to it? Honestly, no, I did not listen to it. But I knew they had a song because I kept seeing thumbnails. Ever since I reacted to the Mario and Maggie in the elevator, I've been seeing a bunch of fan-made stuff. And it was like music about them getting married. There's a lot of stuff. And, dude, I'm self-aware of all of this. The fanfic and everything. And it seems like there's a lot of support on that. It's just, like I said, I have to be so deliberate and choose precisely. And be very mindful of the possible outcomes as a creator, as an independent contractor for YouTube. I have to be very careful for what I upload, because I don't know what could happen. I could upload it and one day it could be like, oh yeah, you're fine, you're monetized, everything's good. 3 weeks later, I could get a copyright strike and it could be about that video that I thought I was okay with. And now I'm going through copyright school and like going through the process of monetization again. Like I may be a small community, but I still don't have one of my, I want to say, not a co-signer, but one of my agents. I don't have a direct access to where I can talk to an agent live from YouTube and be like, hey, this is going on. I could talk to Google headquarters that could either leave a message or possibly get into contact with YouTube because they give me information about that kind of stuff to where I can give them a call in case my account gets hacked or anything. It's a lot more than me just reacting and uploading. It's a lot more than that. I gotta make sure even if I give all the credit in the world, that still does not save me from the animator who originally came up with this idea from giving me a copyright claim or strike. If they want to claim it or they want to strike it, they can do that because it's their video. There's nothing I can do about that, and I would lose that case every time. But that's what I'm just telling y'all.
it would be pretty funny if I made the video published on this fan-made suggestion that May the 14th was considered a Mario and Meggy day.
And the video was made.
And even the video itself has its own collection of Easter eggs. The intro bit is based off the Mario Kart video. We have Mario holding on to Meggy like the Cursed Tapes video. And the ice skating bit is actually based upon this fan comic. The shot where they're dancing is based off Meggy Moves In. The fishing segment is kind of more of an alternative towards the fishing episode because I saw a lot of people didn't particularly like that episode. And
I thought it was okay.
It even has a rooftop reference.
Oh yeah,
the original
I
song
remember that.
itself is just one person singing, but when I made my video, I edited in a way to make it more like a duet. Thanks to the wonderful mixing and producing done by a good mate of mine, Bandypat.
The other question some people might ask is, did you actually get in trouble by Glitch?
No, I never got in trouble for making the video.
But now, I think it's time for the third question.
A question that many people have been trying to figure out for a very long time. Do you actually ship the two of them together? Of course I do. What kind of silly question is that supposed to be?
Right on, brother!
Before asking a question you already know the answer to. Also, in relation with these two characters, for some reason, there is a particular group of people online who have absolutely no idea on the actual ages of the characters.
Oh, what the frick? Who said Mario was 42? I was gonna say, I don't remember him being that old. Because they could have used the Mario when he was just getting, like, young adult age. They could be using Mario when he's 20. Gotta think about it. It's an animated series. These suckers could never age. People don't be thinking like that.
Put this to rest right here and now to avoid any more of this confusion. Mario's age, as confirmed by Shigeru Miyamoto, the guy who created Mario, is confirmed to be 24. And it's proven by the Mario movie because you can clearly tell they wanted to represent this age within this character. But apparently,
that was a good movie.
People in the community think Mario is 40 because they're actually mixing up the year it's been since the very first Donkey Kong game was released. There's two reasons that this doesn't make any sense at all. Firstly, that would imply within this video game, this character that's running and jumping is apparently 0 years old.
And not only that, bro, how the heck is a 42-year-old man going to catch a young princess and save her? Because I'm pretty sure if he was playing the freaking the Diddy Kong game at the age of 42 trying to operate that hammer, he's probably going to be like, oh, my back. You would see some grays in his hair. Like, come on, y'all. We got to think. And I know what y'all think. Oh, he could have died the grays. His body's still going to give out.
The other thing is that what about Yoshi's World, where you actually have to escort baby Mario himself? Where's the consistency here? And then there's Meggy, who has been confirmed to be 22 years old. Like, have people somehow forgotten that Meggy has been an adult for quite a long time now? But apparently, according to some people, despite the fact that Meggy has gone to university, despite the fact that she lives by herself in a 2-story house that she brought, they think she's 14. You know why they think that? Because of this Twitter meme video by Pot of Greed.
Mario, what the f are you doing? You can't have tutor. Why not, Luigi? Because she's 14. Yeah, what's it to you?
The last
Wait, they took that? Oh, come on, y'all. Y'all gotta do your research.
To mention is that we don't really have a definitive way how aging works within the SMG4 universe.
Yeah.
Like some characters age, but others don't. Or there's various cases like Melanie is 21, but she served in the Vietnam War. Or will Jub Jub's model change when he gets older? Or will it just stay the same and he'll be an adult with the form of a newly born baby? What I'm basically trying to say is that Mario and Meggy including the Mario Kart love song video, have contained 2 adults. So the next time you see somebody trying to make this argument, just let them be, knowing to yourself that they have done absolutely no research themselves to back up their claims. I guess lastly about this topic that I can mention is that I've invested a lot of my time, aside from criticism, in actually looking at the shipping side of the SMG4 community. In fact, I've looked so much into the shipping side of SMG4, I legitimately can rank you which are the most popular and least popular ships. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now.
Now, hold up. How the heck did Mario get a ship with Melanie? Melanie with Axel! But once again, these are people's opinions.
And now we're up to the last topic of this video. And what that is that I've noticed that there's a lot of turmoil within certain members of the SMG4 community, where certain likes of characters or ships, a lot of people just tend to fight each other over it. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong
I
with
just
having
ignore
a
them.
discussion.
I just ignore them.
But I feel like a lot of discussions just tend to lead to massive flame wars with each other. Obviously, the SMG4 community is a large community, and everyone is going to have their own different opinions.
Facts.
But the only way a community like this can exist is if those who tend to fight with each other can be respectful with other people's opinions. Like, I know entering stuff like this and expecting peace might be a very long shot, but I see no problem with at least trying. So, to conclude this video, there are 3 things I'm going to mention. Number 1. This video is technically also a QA. For the next 2 weeks, I will be giving you the ability to ask me one question of your choice, and it could be about anything. Number 2, as inspired by this video, I were to do this exact same thing, but with the voices I've done for Glitch Productions. So you have the choice to either ask me one question, one quote, or both a question and a quote.
I gotta memorize that. I might ask him on X, because Twitter's not Twitter, it's X now. Might ask him if I could do a voice impression of Toad, just in case if he wants to include him just for a little small clip. I might try it, because it's not hard for me to do Toad's voice.
And the last thing is for you to get ready for part 2. All I can tell you in preparation is this: if you thought the deleted scenes from last year were the biggest things you ever saw, you will not be prepared for part 2. So get ready. We're also making Boys vs. Girls free.
Hey, nice. Well done, that's a good video. But like I said, y'all, I've pretty much already stated my thesis and everything. This is kind of like a review and my personal observation about this. Like how I've been doing with the whole Mr. Puzzles arc. Y'all seem to really loved it when I gave a deep analysis and a lot of information about my perspective of the characters and how the arc went. You know, my personal opinion for how the ending was. Shoot, y'all got to hear some personal information about how I am as a creator, or how I view perspective things on life. Even certain relationships that I agree or don't agree with. That's the thing about me. The more that you stay longer with the community, the better you get to learn about another character, a person themselves. They get comfortable. They become more expressive. They start to open up to their community. Some people are for it. Some people are not for that. You just never know what you're going to get. All I want to say is he didn't leave the jar half full. Media and I are right here when it comes to the SMG4 Mario and Mega thing. Like, godly. If you watch these stickers now in the elevator, yo! But I don't know. So I might give it a shot to where I upload a small video of me being Toad or something, and we'll just see how that works. But my schedule is a little broken because I have a daytime job too, and then I do this as soon as I get off from work. That's why I be tired so many times, because I'm pretty much working about 16-hour days every single day. But I mean, hey, that's just a sacrifice I make, because YouTube I want to do full time to where I don't have to work another day job, which is why I promote like you guys becoming members. And yes, I know that funds me, to work. But what it also does is, don't think that money just all goes to me. That money also goes to charity. I give it to organizations like, because y'all know this is a Christian server. I give this money also to Christian schools, or if there's Thanksgiving events to where this is just stuff that my church does, but it also goes through third parties as well to help other organizations come together. Like, I use the money to stop sex trafficking. I use the money to help feed the hungry, or, you know, help with school funding, or I give some of the money to church so they can work on the next project. This is just all the money that I actually give and I donate. Heck, there's sometimes some organizations to where I just go out in my daily life and I see there's a little sign up thing and they're saying, like, you know, money for the homeless at a local Walmart or something, and they're trying to promote that. They said just anything. And I do that too. Y'all don't get to see all of it, but this is the stuff that I do. So I'm also a big giver. So don't think just because you're funding me, I'm just keeping it. No, 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 no. I give it away too. I make sure, because if y'all are helping me, that gives me the opportunity to help someone else. Because I'm living a great life. God has blessed me with an amazing life, and I live it abundantly. And I pray that all of y'all do too. And y'all, all I can say is, most importantly, it is just solely from the bottom of my heart, it's heartwarming. Because every day when I upload, I don't like going days without uploading. That's mainly because whenever I don't upload, I think to myself, like, dude, like, don't give up. Like, you know, this could be another opportunity for you to grow. You got to go hard. You got to make sure, like, you know, you get this done, or blah, 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 blah. And it's just encouragement to myself. There are some days where I don't upload because I'm tired, and I do need to self-care and take care of myself. So there are days when I don't upload. There are days where I don't react to everything that y'all request, because if I could react to everything that y'all request, then that would be impossible. We have over almost 13,000 subscribers. If every subscriber requested for one video, that'd be 13,000 videos. How the heck is one man going to react to 13,000 videos within 365 days, which is a year? How am I going to be able to do that by myself? And then we get new members added, and they're requesting for stuff. It's an impossible task to react to everything or to play every single game. So it's a bit of both. I am mainly a gaming channel, but I do reactions every now and then. So I try to, like, balance the two. You feel me? And then I will say, starting off when I did YouTube, because I know y'all looking at my channel, it says I started in 2013. I didn't start making content. I did upload a few videos, but then I took them down because, I mean, I wanted to change it. I had the idea to do on YouTube, but I didn't really go through with it, especially when I was in high school, but I wanted to. And I started when I was primarily just getting my feet wet in college. But I want to say this, 2019 was the open era from when I started taking YouTube seriously. So really, I will say the channel is about a decade old. It's like 11 years old, but I only created that channel so I could watch other YouTube videos, because I mean, they started doing the age restriction policy and I had to be a certain age to watch stuff. So obviously I had to make a channel. I couldn't just be a guest and watch stuff, because now when the age restriction came in, you couldn't watch it. But taking content seriously, it started at 2019. Excuse me. So if we were to take that timeline, the channel's about significantly 5 years old. However, if I could go back in time and it was to where I had no webcam, or I was sitting on my bed recording videos with that $5 microphone, and if I were to come into the future and say, hey man, you're gonna have like some soundboards up, you're gonna have a different microphone, you're gonna start live streaming, you can have voice changes, you're gonna do impressions, you're gonna get shouted out from different YouTube channels that are massively big, and they give you recognition off of something so little, I would look at myself and be like, that sounds amazing. Like, I'd be like a kid coming to Jesus for the first time. When Jesus said, oh, let the kids come over, let them have childlike faith. I would be like them, like, whoa, that sounds incredible. But how do I do it? Like, it would seem like an impossible thing in my mind, but that's why I do what I do so much. That's why I give my proper credit. That's why I do these edits. That's why I go into a deep information about how I truly felt about this video. Because I don't want to just be the average reactor that just watches and they laugh here and there and then they say, all right, introduction. No. Let's review it a little bit. it's nice to give your personal opinion. Some people may disagree with it, but I mean, it makes it different. You always want to stand different from the others. You don't want to be like a Control-C and then a Control-V. You don't want to be copy-paste from somebody else. A lot of people reference me as Corey Kenshin. I'm not Corey Kenshin, y'all. We are different. Him and I are different. Yes, I do have some of his likeness in the image because he did inspire me to show you can be a Christian man of God and still pursue to making your hobby as a career as a YouTuber. That's the reason why I delayed doing YouTube, because I thought that the whole world would swallow me up and pretty much I would never get up there. I would never become one of those big YouTubers because I'm a Christian. I literally thought that because the world doesn't always agree with Christianity. And the funny thing is, my pastor, Pastor Troy, he said this. He said, the difference between religion nowadays is every other religion is searching for God, but in Christianity, God is actually searching for us. Like, Christianity is just literally a relationship between you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And you guys are, and you're pretty much trying to walk in his image, and you're trying to, I wouldn't say pursue, but you want to gather people to learning about the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who actually died for our sins and actually gave us the access to having eternal life in heaven when we pass away on earth. So when we come to our judgment day, we hear, well done, you good and faithful servant. That's why I go hard with this Christianity thing, and some people think it's ridiculous that I do that, and I'm like, you don't understand. God is the judge. I don't know how he judges me. He judges the heart, obviously. But I don't know how he will see me when I go to heaven. There could be something I do today and it turns a blind eye from him because I just rebelled against him. So I have to be mindful and watch. This is why I take so many stripes when I get like hate speeches or whatever. I deal with that. And of course, YouTube has my back whenever I have to, you know, go through with that, and I either have to just ignore the message or I delete the message or I have to block the person, just to protect my environment, because I don't want my fan base fighting each other. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but we actually wrestle against the principalities of the rulers of this dark world. A little off topic, but that's just a little information about me. However, I will acknowledge media for what he's done as far as the SMG4 community. I thought it was creative how he created the Mario Does Things, or Mario reacts or plays certain games. That was a nice little series that was made. It actually made more of the SMG4 fan base, because what happens is Mario, he got to individually connect with certain characters, and like he said, they get a spotlight, they get included, they're involved a little more. But they got so many characters, it's hard to include every single one of them. And even if they did, I mean, they can't have the main spotlight forever, because I mean, other people need that too. So what he's saying is he's trying to find the balance between all of them. And he can only do but so much, just like the whole team. They can only do but so much. I like how they did significant changes with their avatars, making them look different. I want to say enhancing the 3D model sketch, making them look more life-liking, more, I want to say, self-aware, having that remorse and that compassion towards one another. It's pretty cool that I got to see. For example, like Psycho and Tari, they're starting to have like a sister-sister moment to where they're connecting, and then Psycho sees her as a little sister, like, I'll protect you, I got you. She's like the big sister, I'll protect you. Just like Meggy's like that with Tari. They became besties, and they're considered like sisters because they are the two dynamic duo. And then there's SMG4 and SMG3. Now, there's a lot of things about that one. There's conspiracies about them two getting together. Like I said, I may not be the one to agree about it, but I mean, heck, that's their opinion. Just like a lot of people don't agree with me with the Mario and the Meggy thing. Their opinion. I can agree to disagree, but I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm just being like, well, I don't agree with it, but I mean, you know, I have various reasons why, and that's another topic. But I think it's just so wholesome that he's done so much and he was still able to sustain the pressure. He didn't allow the fan base to like pretty much eat him alive. He still stayed strong and grounded and planted. However, y'all, this was incredible. I'm gonna have to leave a crap ton of credit towards, of course, obviously media, and some of the other people that were linked into this video as well, because it's their creative work. But I think it is pretty cool to get a deeper revelation about another worker's perspective about the company working under SMG4. And this was his side of dealing with it. And it's cool to see this kind of thing because you get to hear how they feel or their mindset. I like this dude, how he's supporting the Mario Meggy thing, but like I said, certain things I can react to, certain things I can't. So, I mean, if I can't, it's not because I'm ignoring it, it's just YouTube pretty much said no. Anyway, y'all, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode of Skylight Reacts. The storm did calm down a little bit, but I still hear thunder in the background. That is why I'm kind of being very selective and careful on how I'm wanting to do this. I'm hoping the file does not get corrupted or gets cut out. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy. Ready for the next episode? You know what to do for your boy. Make sure you smack that like button and subscribe today to join the club. And God bless. Thank you all for watching.
Alright, party people, you know how we rock. Get out there on the dance floor and show Skylight what you got.